Hi team, this is Chris Abraham from GOHmath. This spring and fall we're hosting a whole brand new series of workshops for teachers for math, science, English, and history. You should check out these workshops. We're going to be holding them in Massachusetts, in Florida, in New York, in California. Check them out. I'm sure you'll find them very helpful. Take care. Hi team, this is Chris Abraham from GOHmath. Today we're going to do a new problem from the CBEST Elementary Math Practice Test. It's a nice problem because it reviews some of those core math skills that you're going to see on all your teacher certification exams on the elementary school level. This one here is a number sense word problem, and it involves percents. Alright, so let's take a look at it. Number 21. First, I'm going to read it out loud, and I want you to visualize what's going on. A sporting goods store is offering a 10% discount on online skates that normally cost $110.99. How much will the inline skates cost with the discount, not including sales tax? All right, let me just identify here we're dealing with a 10% discount off the original price. If I wanted to think about this, I could think about the original price as being one set of inline skates. So that's going to be one set, or we'll just say one whole. Think of that one whole or one set as 100% of the price. And we know that 100% of the original price, the retail price, is $110. Now we're being told that we're saving 10%, which is awesome. Everyone likes a savings. So that means out of this 100%, we get to save this amount here. It's going to be whatever this 10% is minus, whatever the 100% is minus the 10%, because we're going to be saving 10%, and we're actually, this is going to be 10% off, and we're only going to have to be paying, 90% of this price. So there's a couple of ways to think about this. One way to solve it is to find out what 10% is of $110.99 and subtract it. Right? Because that's going to 100% minus that 10% will get us that 90% that we're actually paying. So let's try that. Let's see, I want to find 10% of this. The easiest way to do that is to move the decimal over one space here, and we would get 10% is actually equal to $11.099. Now, this is going to be rounded up. This 9 will round up, and that will make this 9 a 10, so it'll actually be $11.10. So I'm going to be subtracting $11.10. Did everyone see how I got that? It would have been $11.09, but we round that up to the closest value of real money, which would be $11.10. So we have $11.10, and if I continue this out, doing this subtraction problem, because I'm taking that 100% minusing the 10% to find out the amount that we actually purchase, we would work it out, and there would be a 9 here, there'd be an 8 here, there'd be some regrouping going on here, that would be a 9, there'd be some other regrouping here, and that would be a 10, 10 minus 1 would be another 9, and you get $99.89, which is A. And this is definitely one way to solve it. But what's another way? Is there another way of solving it? There is. By the way, the answer is A. Everyone agrees the answer is A? What we did when we took off the 10% is we found out that we're really only spending 90% of the original price. And 90% is what we really want to find. So what we want to do is we want to find out what 90% of this value is. Now, 90% of something, I could turn this into a multiplication problem, and I could turn this into 110.9 times 90% is represented by the decimal form 0.9. And then I could turn this into a multiplication problem. Now, I know a lot of people were like, hey, Chris, I kind of like the other way better. I don't blame you. Personally, I would do the other way. But we could solve it this way, like finding 90% of this value. So let's just do it for the fun of it, okay? You do it, I'll do it, we'll both do it. We'll be done in about 30 seconds. 9 times 9 is what? 81. Carry the 8. 9 times 9 again is 81 plus the 8 gets you the 9. Carry the 8. 9 times 0 is 0 plus the 8. And then we have 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 1 is 9. I've got 3 decimals here, so it's 1, 2, 3 spaces, right? I got 1 decimal here and 2 here. They turn into 3 decimal shifts, and I get an answer of $99.89 and a tenth left over, which we don't count. Anyways, it still gets us to the answer A. Both ways are valid, so use both of these ways to think about the problem, and you can use this model drawing to help you sort of organize your work. All right, team, this is Chris Abraham from GOHmath. Have an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye.